Nigerian Afrobeat singer Adekunle Kosoko, known professionally as Adekunle Gold, has voiced out about the current trend of the wrong people leading the Nigerian music industry. The Sade singer expressed this concern in a post shared on his X handle on Saturday, where he claimed that the people leading the music industry are not music-oriented. The singer opined that the wrong people in the industry are perpetuating false narratives about the business, saying this has resulted in brilliance being undervalued while mediocrity thrives. Adekunle Gold stressed that artists, producers, and other creatives are overshadowed by people who do not create, understand, and respect the music craft. He wrote, "People who have no business leading music conversations are now controlling and destroying the industry. Artists, producers, and real contributors are being overshadowed by people who don't create, don't understand, and don't respect the craft. When the wrong people lead the conversation, they push the wrong narratives. That's why real talent is overlooked and mediocrity thrives. Congratulations to everyone involved." Meanwhile, Adekunle Gold and White House Productions are set to jointly produce a documentary spanning the last century of Yoruba music. Now, this is actually a nice one because I feel like I resonate with him saying that people on the forefront, and I don't think it's just with music industry. I think as entertainment as a whole, it's always about the money. If you have the capital, if you have the money to embody it, even without having the character, even without having the structure, even without having the talent, you can actually build your brand, and just other people join. So I don't really think it should be about talent. Okay. Yes, he said something about brilliance being overlooked and mediocrity is thriving. The thing is, I feel like generally, I think it just all started from school. People go to school even without meriting a certificate. A certificate is being dished out to them, and they just go out with it, and they just want to stand on their own. They want to start something on their own, even without being professional in it. A lot of it is happening. We see it everywhere in the media, in the entertainment industry. Talk about music, talk about Nollywood, even in churches. You see lots of them. Pastors and all of that. They're not even qualified. They're not professional enough to take up a seat. So I actually don't think it's just a thing of just music. I think it's in every area, in every sector, like even in our government. Okay, yeah, because you see lots of people that are in government, that government parasara, and they are leading us, or they're in politics, and they don't even deserve this seat. They're not even professional enough, and that is why bribery, corruption. That's when I think Nigeria is one of the top most corrupt country, because when I don't know, there is something the Bible said, or there is just this quote: when the head is corrupt, the rest of the body will be corrupt. So I think it just started from way back, and if it will be corrected, it won't just be corrected in music industry. I strongly believe that it is versatile. It has spread like a virus. If you have the money, if you have the connection, without even having the qualifications, you would go. And that's why you will see some pastors preach to you about making money quick and all of that, without even telling you that there are structures, there are principles to finance, there are principles to success, there are right procedures to follow. And also, I will refer back to education sector. Our educational sector has really failed us. Okay, from the lecturers not being paid very well, to them, trying to devise other means of taking money from students, taking money from pupils to pass them and give them unmerited certificates. And that is where it spreads out. You see them, they go out with this unmerited certificate, they go out to every sector. That's why you see them even in the public sector, even in the health sector. So I actually don't think it is something that should be limited to just music. I feel like it is in all sector. And if we want to start talking about this, if we want to start making a change about this, if there should be a positive outcome with this, it has to start from within. It has to start from every sector. And then it boils down to our government and down to our society and all of that.
So, but generally, I feel he actually made a very salient point, and the truth is we have the wrong wrong narratives making the waves because they are the ones sitting at the top. They just look for a way to find their way to that position. And when people from outside, when outsiders see us, they feel, okay, this is how we are. But then we have very creative people. We have people who sit down to write, think through what they put out, and they vet it properly, they check it, they make sure they are not putting out trash outside. They make sure that, okay, what I'm putting out is passing the right message to the right, or the audience, my audience, their target audience. It's passing the right message, it's preaching the right thing, it's sending out, it's just giving good things, maybe not necessarily good, but it's passing a message that people can actually relate to. Very relatable message. It's either music is actually telling stories. You're either telling stories, or you're advising, or you're giving us vibes that, okay, we can actually dance to, but still it makes sense. But nowadays what we have is noise everywhere, and all these people are the ones that the gens they listen to nowadays, because, okay, there's so much trouble already in the economy, in the government, and other sectors, and just like Jane said, these problems are there. They are preeminent. So we just want to look for the quick way out. We just go and we listen to anything that they put out there. But I think Adekunle Gold should keep up with the good work he's doing, and the likes of him too, that put out good music acclamation. But if you have Adekunle Gold, you have Two-Face. I've not released in a while, I don't know why, but then he's having his own issues. You have Two-Face, you have MI, you have the likes, like they put out, you have praise, bars, they put out good songs with beautiful lyrics that, okay, they tend to teach you. And yes, you want to listen to cool vibe, love vibe, you listen to Chike, Simi, and the likes. So all these things are actually the things that he is trying to mention here.
And actually
making noise. So
I actually don't think it should be boiled down. Now, the person that said this is a music star, but music is still part of the society. Music is something that feeds the soul, and we are the major consumers. And everything about music, everybody in music, I feel like it starts from us individually, because individually, if we are good people, we'll have good content to create out. Now, people like Adekunle Gold and the likes of them, you see them like they're like 1 out of 100. 1 out of 100, and it's in every sector. Like it's really like a virus spreading. I'm telling you, even in media that we are, there are so many unprofessional people, and they're there, and you see that there are so many creatives. There was this hangout we had on Friday, things like this is a creative hangout organized by tourists or whatever. They are trying to bring the landmark beach to River State, and it's really a good thing. It's really a good thing to where people come, network, and all of that. But it doesn't just stop at that. It starts with the people leading. Because if we don't have good leaders, if we don't have qualified leaders, if we don't have professional leaders, even if music, you correct it in music, okay, people leading now, people at the forefront now are good people, and they're putting out good stuff and good content and all. It doesn't just still change it. Now, even if music just changes, and media, the team in media are not still, media are the ones that put it out there. Do you understand? The problem is still there. So I feel like it's just general, and it has to start from the government. If it starts individually, then it spreads out. It's spread out to all of us. Do you get? So I just really think that we as Nigerians, if we start being good to ourselves, when it just starts from you being a good person to your neighbor and striving to be good. And see, there's something my dad taught me. Anything that is not merited, that is being given to me, I shouldn't take it. That is the truth. Because you will not have the capacity, you will not have what it takes to maintain. You will not have what it takes to maintain or manage that at a proportion. It's just like giving a small child, and that also boils down to Yahoo boys, and they are like very eager to make money. And then you see a guy of 30 something years, 40 something years, he's still in a system and he has been there 20 years. You think he's foolish. No, he's not. He's actually trusting the process. And trust me, when that person is done going through the process, you can't compare that person with someone that maybe just got his first car at 17, 16. I'm not saying it's wrong, but like, you can't compare that, because what's the outcome, the output from someone that has been in a system and has trusted the system over time and has built and has merged himself in the system. You won't compare that person being at, you know, the head or the forefront of maybe a team or a group or maybe in music. You won't compare that person to someone that has money and feels like, I want to own a music label, or I want to own a record label. I have the money. So if you have, that's why they will not filter. If you are singing fire for fire, they will employ you. That's why they don't look at the raw things, those things. What are those things that make music? What are those qualifications that I'm supposed to put in? Because they don't know. What they just know is they have money to take care of this. And that is why it's as if people that even put in the effort are no more recognized. You see someone has been in the system, putting in the effort, and sometimes they are neglected. They are being looked down on. And look, I see this fool, this person is very foolish. No, my dear. That the person is not giving out an outcome or an output that is supposedly, they're supposed to be acknowledged by everybody as a good output, doesn't mean that person doesn't know what they are doing. Doesn't mean that person is not being productive enough. But then you see that even we Gen Zs, that's what we clamor for. The one that is reigning. That trending one, how is it happening? They will put head. Where is it? Oh, it's happening in Mr. B. You won't even check. It's just like entering a house. You won't even check. Are there demons in this house? What are the challenges I'm going to face? What are the things? You don't check because, very quick. Let's do it. And it's very paramount with Gen Z. I feel like this particular topic, it is so broad and we don't even want to get in there. Because in so many ministry of education, all pastorals, every sector is so corrupt. Every sector is so corrupt. You see people that are leading there, so corrupt, mediocres, nothing. Nobody goes through the procedures anymore. Nobody goes through the process. That's why you see a young guy or a young girl and she feels she has money, or he or she feels he has one or two things. You see them insulting people that have been in the system. Why is this person here? He's being no. But because this is what the society has made them. This is what the society wants them to believe. This is what the society wants to see. And you see people like that, Gen Zs, this is an advice to you. You see people like that, their outcome, they don't last. Go and check. I can mention names of people that just came out with a trend. They go down. But you see people like Don Jazzy, why do you think they're still relevant? You see people like Olamide, why do you think he's still relevant? You see people like Tubaba, you said something about Tubaba. Why do you think Tubaba is still relevant even without having produce music or even publish music? Because he's rooted in the system. Till 20, 30, 40, 50, Baba is still a legend. P-Square is still, even without releasing, because they went through the system. They were refined through the system. But you see these people now that they have the money or they want to flash it on music. They won't last. That's why they just make waves, maybe max 5 to 10 years. I'm not wishing anybody bad. 5 to 10 years, and that is it. They're off. You'll not hear nothing about them again. You'll not hear their name again because they didn't go through the procedure. And please, this is to our Gen Zs. In every sector you find yourself, in any sector you find yourself, make sure you go through the procedure. And listen, if it's not painful, if it doesn't hurt, it's not building you. If it's so sweet, if it's at your pleasure, like you're not having any challenge at all, please sit down, reschedule yourself, restructure yourself, find out what you are missing out, because you are truly missing out something. Now, I'm not saying that you must go through pain, but have you seen gold? When gold is being placed on fire, it's being heat up, but after the whole processes, when you wear your gold jewelries, you see how bright you are, sparkling. That is how you are supposed to be. You go through the procedure. It's painful. It's never easy. They don't pay. They don't do this. Is this and that. Is stressful. I'm coming from this place. Transportation, economy, all of that. That is what it's building you. So that in any capacity, in anywhere you see yourself, you can be able to bloom and blossom. So please, Gen Zs, let's desist from things that are quick to come. Money that is quick to come. Anything that is quick, it won't last. Check it very well. Anything that's why people that have been there, guys of Don Jazzy, them, they are still relevant. But you see someone like Fireboy now, you will not hear of Fireboy. I'm just using him, but you will not hear of Fireboy's name if he doesn't produce a music. I don't know if I'm making sense. You will not hear of, like, you won't hear anything of him if it's not music, like he doesn't drop a music. But you see people, they don't drop music, but they are relevant because they went through the system. They are rooted in the system. So I mean, that's my 2 cents to this whole thing.
I feel another thing is, another angle to look at it is, some people now, music industry is actually a very beautiful place to start because it reaches a wide range of audience, and when you drop things, you just drop them on different platforms. Before you know, you're getting tons of people listening to your piece. So I think they could actually change this narrative. The few that are doing it could actually try. And for young ones that want to go in, just like Sha said, see, the advice is simple. If it's not painful, it's not gainful. No pain, no gain. Yes, you must not necessarily go through the hardcore where you say you carry cement, you carry block. No. It's that point where you sit down, you write, you re-strategize, you plan, you meet people that have been there, they advise you, they listen to you, the piece you want to put out, they give you their advice, they tell you, okay, do this, don't do this. But right now, what we see is people just go get a beat. They
don't even want to have mentors anymore. They don't even want to have people that go through their stuff and all of that. And everybody's bent on, let me say now, you're entering music. You just, the outcome or what is driving you is money. Don't do it, please. Like, what's driving you is to make money. That's the first driving. No. If you don't have passion for it, because it's passion that will keep you in it, keep you in a game, you would master a game. But when you have money on your head, I want to find money, might just enter this music industry, might just blow, man blow, but just that is not it. You have to go through the system. See, you have to have a driving. It's from the inside that even when everything is going left or right, your head is on something, is focused on something. But when when money is just the end game, you just want money, it's just money. I beg, it's money. I'm not saying it's not good though. Money is good. But if it is, just to check yourself, especially Gen Zs, if anything you're doing now, money is the only end game. I said only, meaning it's not supposed to be only end game of everything that you are planning or you are building on yourself or about yourself now. Please re-strategize because you are really getting it wrong. Money should encourage you, understand? It shouldn't be something that drives you. It shouldn't be like, that is the end game. If it's not money, I don't want. That's why you see people, there are so many people that can't work. They can't just, some jobs they can't do. You ask them, the money is slow, they're not paying me and all of that. But you do not know, you still feel the people there are slow or they are dumb. No, they are not dumb. They are gathering full-time experience that then they want to blow like this. Even your money will not help you because they've gone through things. They will stand time when it's raining, it is sun, everything. They will stand giriba. And you, maybe it's more rain, you are shaking. Why? Because you made it about money and you decided or you missed out in an experience or in an opportunity that would have redefined you, would have restructured you, would have remolded you into something you should be.
You know, you see this particular story, it has a whole lot of sides to it, and little wonder somebody will come out and say he doesn't love music. Music is like partnership to him. So when you hear people make such statements, you know that, okay, these ones, they're just here for the money, and before you know, they'll fade out.
They'll fade away.
Time will tell, but you're coming into this industry, dear Gen Z, please pay your dues.
In every industry, actually.
Please, in every industry, pay your dues. Take your time. Make sure you put out the best. Make sure you're giving out your best. Make sure what you're giving out is the best. Make sure what you're giving out makes sense. First of all, to start with, what is that message you want to pass? What is that thing you want people to get when they listen to your piece or when they see you? You're actually a brand, and when you go out, people should see you and want to associate with your brand. So that's about that. So